Welcome to Nordic Living Through the Seasons with me, Nevada Berg. In this series, I'm going to show you how the changing seasons evolve and how we bring the kitchen outdoors to discover the Norwegian cuisine in its idyllic landscape. As winter is passing on the baton to spring, the snow is melting, new life is popping up. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how to make a fantastic outdoor skillet bread with lamb and peas, reminiscent of the season and perfect for you to make at home, both outdoors and in your kitchen. So we're going to start with our lamb. And as we're approaching Påska, or Easter, one of the most quintessential main dishes that you'll find at this time of year is lamb. So this is a dish that's inspired by that. It's a time when Norwegians will head to the cabins for that extra few more runs of the skis. They'll go up to the gardens, to the parks, and just enjoy the outdoors right when winter is going into spring. So I'm gonna first start by cooking the lamb. I'm gonna put it directly, these are just some lamb cutlets. I'm gonna put it right here on the grill. And while the lamb cutlets are cooking on the grill, I'm gonna get started with this pea sauce, which is gonna go on top of the bread. And it's got bright flavors, again, perfect for spring. So I'm just gonna take one garlic clove and we're gonna just chop that up. I've just roughly chopped the garlic because I'm gonna put it in this mortar and then we're gonna blend it all together. And now I'm just gonna take a little bit of the dill, fresh dill. You can also use dried. About a teaspoon or a quarter teaspoon if you're using dried. Just again, roughly chop the fronts of the leaves. And then we're gonna put that straight into the mortar as well. Okay, now I'm gonna add some peas. And I've got some olive oil here. And then we're gonna add some seasoning of sea salt and cracked black pepper. All right, now we're gonna give it a good mash. It's gonna blend this all together. And of course, you can prepare this in advance. You can use a food processor to get it really fine, and then just pack it up in your backpack and then bring it outside. Hey, the pea sauce is all ready to go now. It's a bit rustic, perfect. We're gonna put it to the side, get our lamb, and then start on the bread. I'm just gonna turn the cutlets over. Ooh, look how nice and golden and juicy. Gonna move him a little bit away from the fire so it doesn't get too crispy. Okay, our lamb is looking really good, juicy and soft. So I'm just gonna take them off now. And then we'll let those rest while we start cooking the bread. Okay, so we're all ready to make our skillet bread. I've got the dough here. It's been rising for about an hour already. So you see it's nice and fluffy and ready to go into our skillet. But first, what I've done already is I put a little oil on the skillet with a paper towel and I've kind of rubbed it around just to give it a nice even grease. And then we're gonna put it onto the fire for about a minute just to let it heat up. And then we're gonna directly add the bread into it. Okay, I'm just gonna fold the dough over a little bit. Get a nice ball, and we're gonna put it directly onto the warm or the hot skillet. And then quickly, we're gonna use my fingers to spread it out across the entire skillet to the edges. And it's okay if it's not perfect. This is what makes it so nice. So you see how soft and moist that dough is, so it's ready for that skillet. Perfect. Okay, now it's going to take about 3 minutes or so to cook on one side, and then we're going to turn it and cook it about another 3 minutes. And it's a very forgiving dough as long as you keep an eye on it, because it will cook quite quickly, also depending upon how strong your fire is. So just keep an eye on it, and then it'll get golden brown on the bottom, then we'll turn it. While our bread is cooking, I'm just going to cut the lamb and get that ready for us, because it's going to be a pretty quick assemble when the bread is ready to go. So I'm just going to cut our lamb in some nice slices, thin slices. I'll just go straight on top. So the bread is starting to puff up a bit, so this is perfect, exactly what we're looking for. And when you kind of feel it, you can feel that the under crust is strong. So now we're just going to do a flip. Perfect. You can see how nice and golden it is on top, and this is exactly what we're looking for. I'm just going to cut some thin slices of our red onion to go on top of our bread with the lamb and our pea sauce that we made. I've also brought out some blue cheese, but of course you can use any cheese that you like. Okay, let's grab our pea sauce. Our bread is ready. So we're going to put the peas directly onto the bread and then just spread it around the edges again. Look at that nice bright green color. Oh, perfect welcome for spring. Okay, then we're going to put our lamb on. Just put our lamb directly on. And of course, you can use leftover lamb meat or anything else. This is perfect for that. Perfect way to use up anything you've got lying around. And I'm also going to put some crumbles of some Norwegian blue cheese on here. Of course, like I said, you can put any cheese that you prefer. Just think it gives it a nice balance with the tanginess. Then we're just going to add our red onions on top of that. Our thinly sliced, we'll spread them around. Perfect. Okay, now we'll just let that cook for like 1 minute, really quick, just to warm up, have the cheese melt slightly, and then we'll take it off. Okay, now it's time to take it off the grill. It's all ready. I'm just going to take it off the bottom of the skillet there. Perfect. Our skillet bread is all ready to go, but we still have to put the rest of the toppings on. And I've got a bowl of mixed greens. You can use whatever you have in season. I've got some spinach and some rucola, but of course you can use what you've got just to give it a nice, more spring feeling. And first I'm going to put a little olive oil on it and some sea salt just to dress it. Okay, just going to toss it all together. And then take a good amount and place that all over our bread. I like to finish it all off with some full-fat sour cream. You can use creme fraiche as well. This is from the Norwegian setter, so it's really thick. And I just like to dollop a little bit on. Oop, that was a bit more. Just a little bit around. That way every person who gets a little bit on their slice. Just is so nice. It cuts through all that lamb and the savoriness, and just a little bit more of that cracked black pepper. And there you have it, all ready to go. It's time to serve. So we're just going to cut into our bread as best we can with all that yummy toppings. And this is such a delightful dish to have around the fire or at home, so that everybody can get a piece and you can share. And of course, like I said, you can always add on your favorite toppings. It's such a versatile bread, so put on what you want. But for that extra spring filling, this is definitely a dish you need to try. Just look at this, guys. It's got the lamb, it's got this bright pea sauce, it's got some dill, it's got the brightness from the greens on top, bit of that sour cream and red onion to cut through. It's such a delightful dish to celebrate the end of winter, the beginning of spring, and a great way for you to get outdoors, start sharing a meal with others, and just get inspired by the Nordic lifestyle.